Hey everybody, 3D Icicle Freeze here. In the last episode, we defeated Clay at the Driftail Gym. In this episode, we're going to be heading to Route 6, but first, Bianca. Hey, were you at the gym just now? Oh hey, that's the Driftail Gym badge. Oh, that's totally cool. That's amazing. No, I can't get distracted being all impressed by your shiny new badge. I'm also a trainer. At times like this, you battle, right? Well, that's what trainers do, Bianca. You are not the sharpest tool in the shed, now are you? Anyway, we got Bianca here, who has actually become quite impressive, not gonna lie. She has a really awesome Pokemon that we are going to be having pretty soon. Alright, so she opens up with Herdier. That hasn't really changed. Whoa, that did a lot. Ducklet's not fast enough. I need Ducklet to be faster. Okay, ask and you shall receive. Oh, and a crit. Beautiful. Okay, Servine. I have to hope that I'm faster, which I'm definitely not going to be, but if I can use Air Slash and get a nice crit or just something that'll do a lot, that'd be perfect. Okay, it did a good amount, but that Leech Seed hurts. I don't think I can get away because of the Leech Seed. Oh, missed! Come on, crit! Oh, so close! Alright, let's go for the Aerial Ace. Oh, it used a Hyper Potion. Damn it. Oh! Damn it! Oh, Ducklet, you did good. Ducklet did frickin' good. Alright, I say we use Porky. I think that's a good idea. Actually, no, it's not a bad idea. Let's go for the Flame Charge. Oh, the Hyper Potions are real right now. Anyway, let's use Flame Charge to get that speed advantage. And to also KO Servine in one shot. Outta here. Panpour. We'll use Baku for Panpour. Surprised she actually... well, it doesn't really matter, but... I was gonna say, I'm surprised she didn't send out her other Pokemon, but I suppose Panpour's a good match for Pignite. Alright, let's use Psybeam. First, can use Scald. Don't you scald me. Get out of here. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, Baku. That's what I'm talking about. And Musharna. Yes, she has improved quite a bit. So her Musharna has Psybeam as well. I think it also has Hypnosis. I love the way Musharna sounds and looks. It just looks so cool. Anyway, you're not going to be worrying about Dig. You should be more worried about Crunch, as it does that much. That's actually great damage, especially for a Modest, and because this thing is really tanky. I'm impressed. I have to say, Mr. Vile continues to prove his worth. I am thoroughly impressed. Oh, I lost. That's too bad. I haven't had a Pokemon battle with you in a while, Jake. You've become totally strong, huh? I'm not that strong, so I don't know how to say it, but I think you're way tuned into how your Pokemon feel. Sorry about that, my ear is itchy. Oh, what do you know? I want to share this HM with you, Jake. And she gives us Fly. Definitely going to give that to Ducklet. My papa gave it to me after he tried to take me home that time. I'm sure it's so I can come home anytime he wants, though. Oh, hey, I have to share this with Sharon, too. See you, Jake. Bye-bye. Okay, let us teach Fly to Ducklet. No, I do want to teach it to Ducklet. There we go. Very nice. Having a Pokemon on your team with Fly is very convenient. Which is why I'd pretty much can always recommend a flying type on your team. And actually, that's why I always do have a flying type on my team. Just want to make sure... Okay. Yep, just want to make sure. Let's see, we got some good TMs. I hate to say it, nothing I really want right now. Alright, alright, let's put Air Slash up here. Okay, we'll just stick with that. I have to have my moves in a specific order, and I know that order's gonna have to be changed, but oh well. I'll keep Mr. Vile up front and center. I really want to heal my guys, but I'm gonna try to avoid a lot of enemies here. Hey, we got some we got a special grass here. Audino. I guess while defeating Audino, we might as well go over the new Pokemon of this route. Carablast! Carablast is a pure bug type. This Pokemon is really interesting. It evolves when you trade it with Shelmet, and then Shelmet also evolves on top of Carablast evolving. Carablast, or really, Excavalier, it's really not a bad Pokemon. I just, personally, to me, for its typing, I think it's too slow. It's not a bad Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon. I feel like it should be a little faster for its typing, because I feel like fire types are typically very quick, and fire types absolutely obliterate this Pokemon. So, you know, to me, that's why you gotta be really careful with, you know, Carablast. But other than that, though, it is a good Pokemon. Again, you guys know I'm not a big fan of the Pokemon that you need to trade, but again, it's not a bad Pokemon. Can definitely, I can recommend it if you have somebody to trade with. The next Pokemon on the list is, Deerling. Deerling is normal grass. This thing is honestly an excellent Pokemon. Its defenses aren't that bad, its speed's really good, and its attack is great. I can totally recommend this Pokemon to you. I feel like it's really underrated because it really is a good Pokemon. And I really like the different designs it has during the different seasons. You know, I really like... Obviously, you guys know that, well, actually, no, it's not obvious. Winter is my favorite season, but believe it or not, I think it's the fall one. Or maybe it's the spring one. It's basically I'll put it on screen. It's the one with the pink one. I think it's just beautiful and awesome looking in that form. Again, I like all the forms, but actually now that I'm thinking about it, I think it is the spring one because I'm starting to remember the fall one. It could be the summer. I don't know. Either way, again, very good Pokemon. Can totally recommend it. And the last new Pokemon on this route, which actually we're going to be able to find it without, by actually just clicking on it, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Again, I'm going to skip these trainers and take them on off screen, because I'd really like to use Ducklet on them, but Ducklet I know is going to be KO'd a few times, and it kind of sucks to say that, but basically I don't want to have to keep editing out that I keep running to the Pokemon Center and running back, etc., etc. So I'm actually just going to skip a lot of these trainers here. Ah, crap, I should have walked slower. Anyway, we get the scientist. I will research and investigate your Pokemon! Alright, let's see what he has. Deerling! Deerling is so cute. It's also so cool. It's actually got a really good move pool as well. Can learn Jump Kick. In fact, it usually starts with Jump Kick, which is actually a really good move. Especially for a normal type to have. The other great thing about this Pokemon is that because it's a physical attacker... First of all, I love the move Giga Drain. I think life-stealing moves are absolutely just so powerful. And with that said, I love that Deerling or Sawsbuck can learn Horn Leech. Horn Leech, yes, I said that right. Which is a physical, you know... life-stealing move, which I love. Anyway, this guy is saying what I said before. Deerling changed depending on the season. And he says we want to observe the changes. And then he pretty much says, and then he wants to do this to adjust the humidity and whatever. But we are busy and we haven't had a chance to catch and study them. So we'd like to ask, can you capture us for one? Yeah, can you catch us one? Ah, can you catch us a deerling? Anyway, not that I'm too busy, but I really don't feel like doing this, in all honesty. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't feel like doing this. Yet, I am going to do it, and I'm going to show the benefits of it. But, I really just don't feel like doing it right now. I'm probably gonna do it during the after game, and again, like, I don't even have an excuse. I'm really just lazy, and I just don't want to. It's not like you have to do it, or I think you probably just you know, I'll be honest, I've never actually done it, but I just know I don't feel like doing it. So anyway, I haven't gone over I totally walked into that. I haven't gone over the next new Pokemon, which I was going to say if I could get past this girl, but Scientist Maria. She's got a deerling. She's probably going to increase her attack or speed as well. Oh man, I am so tired. Use Crunch. Yeah, she went with speed. Alright, very nice. And hopefully I don't get KO'd right here. Oh! Get wrecked. I was so preoccupied with the mechanism, I forgot to concentrate on the battle. Okay. Anyway, the Pokemon that you can click on. Whoa! The Pokeball attacked! No, it is not a Pokeball. It is a Pokemon. A new Pokemon. Foongus! Foongus is a poison grass type Pokemon. Foongus is a lot like Cacturne from Gen 3. It's got good offensives, and its defenses are alright, but its HP is also not terrible. I don't know, to me this Pokemon is just kind of interesting. It's just interesting, because to me it has a lot of weaknesses. I mean, you know, it's got flying, ice, fire, psychic. It's got quite a bit of weaknesses. Especially, it has weaknesses that it's difficult for itself to counter back at. It's not a bad Pokemon. If you're looking for a grass type and you really don't like Deerling, I can recommend you pick up this Pokemon. By the way, there are really no more new grass types after this point. So, if you're really looking for a grass type, now would, and you know, you don't like any of the Pokemon, but you kind of like this one, then I'd say you should pick this up, because it's like, I think one of the last ones that come into effect for a really long time. Anyway, but yeah, I suppose I could recommend it. It's not terrible. Anyway, there's a Pokeball here, but that's a Foongus. Just trying to see if there's any items over here. Nope. And we got this guy on this bridge. He says, Chargestone Cave seems like a complicated maze, but actually it's a straight road. Cool. If you come over here, we have this house. If you talk to this little girl, Mister, here, have this. And she gives you a shiny stone. Very nice. Okay, and if you talk to this woman, she will heal your Pokemon for free. I like free. And then this guy says something interesting to us. Here on Route 6, there's a place called Chargestone Cave. Supposedly, deep in that cave, you can find an amazing Pokemon called Cobalion, who was said to have protected Pokemon from a sea of fire in ancient Unova. If you can use a move called Surf that lets you move over the water surface, maybe you can see Cobalion. I definitely know I'm butchering the name of that Pokemon, but that is definitely something to be interested in. Okay, so now we are at Chargestone Cave. If you had tried to come here prior, this actually would still be here, so don't think that this was just like here and you're like, oh man, I could have went here. No, you couldn't have. Anyway, we meet Clay here. Looks like the nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Don't know why there's a nest here, but if there are folks having problems, the gym leader's the one to fix it. Krokorok, take it out! It was super effective. You know, in this image, this frame, I always thought it looked like Croc or whatever his name is, he also was wearing a hat. Doesn't it look like he's also wearing a hat as well, like a 10-gallon hat, like Clay? I always thought that he did. It honestly, in this position, it looks like he's wearing one. When I first got this game, I was like, oh wow, he's wearing one too. But no, it's just his head. It's just his eyes. Anyway, he says, and this here TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so you could teach it to all of your Pokemon. He gives us Bulldoze. Bulldoze is a really good ground-type move, actually. It's a little weak, but it lowers the enemy's speed every single time. It's actually really good. Not going to give it to Mr. Vile, mainly because he needs as much power as he can get, especially because he's... Yes, he has Modest, so that, you know, that's pretty much why. But anyway, hello and welcome to Chargestone Cave. But first... Come. My Lord N, we brought the one you wanted. Ah, yes. That was the Shadow Triad. Just now, Gitsis enlisted them in Team Plasma. Apparently, they were the ones who prepared the Galvantula nest at that cave entrance. Chargestone Cave. I like this place. Formulas express electricity and its connection to Pokemon. If people did not exist, this would be an ideal place. You have been chosen, you know? Does it surprise you I said that? Nah... No, I'm pretty awesome. If you don't understand what that means, it's not likely to surprise you. I told Gitsis about you and your friends. After I did, he apparently used the Shadow Triad to find out about you. Charon is pursuing the ideal of strength. Poor Bianca has faced the sad truth that not everyone can become stronger. And you are not swayed either way, more of a neutral presence, which is apparently a good thing. Team Plasma will be waiting for you ahead. Gitsis wants to see what kind of Pokemon trainer you really are. Oh, and very creepy, and yet there's nothing we can do about it because you know our every move. Anyway, Chargestone Cave. We have a lot of new Pokemon here. Well, not a lot, but we have a bunch. But first we have Bianca interrupting us. Jake, did you know this? The floating stones move when you touch them. Right, Professor? Hey, Professor Juniper! Hi there, how are you, Jake? This place is always charged with lots of electricity that Pokemon like. The electric charges react from one stone to another, and that's why some of the stones are floating. But not all the stones can be pushed. My father asked me to research Clink, which is a Pokemon that looks like a gear, because I'm researching the origins of Pokemon and the era they appeared. He knows how to get what he wants from people, but I was always interested in this anyway, so it's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Jake, this is for you. And she gives us a Lucky Egg, which is a fantastic item. Giving that Lucky Egg to a Pokemon to hold increases the amount of XP received in battle by a lot. Having strong Pokemon will make it easier to fill your Pokedex pages. She is absolutely right, which is why I have a system that I'm actually going to show you guys, but I'm not going to be continuing or doing regularly, but I'll do it for a little bit. So what I like to do is I like to get all of my Pokemon to the same level, and I always like to make sure my starter is in the lead. So, like, I'm going to get Porky to 36 with the Lucky Egg, then I'm going to move to a different Pokemon, get them to 36, then move on to a different Pokemon. Again, this could be a little difficult sometimes when you want to have a type advantage over a enemy Pokemon, but they're a lot higher than you. So, but anyway, we might as well go over the Pokemon that we just found and the one that Professor Juniper was talking about. Clink! Clink is a pure steel type, and it evolves into a bigger gear type Pokemon. Clink is, I think, very underrated. I actually really like this Pokemon a lot. It learns this move called Gear Grind, which is actually a very good physical move, and it does quite a bit of damage. I feel like this Pokemon could be better. Again, if you're looking for a good Steel type, I'd recommend that you skip out on it, because there's actually a better Steel type in this area, in my opinion. But it's really not a bad Pokemon if you're looking for a good Steel type. So I could recommend it to you. You know what though? It evolves very late. So, but anyway, again, I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually design is really cool, and I think it's cool to use. I think it's not a bad Pokemon. Anyway, you didn't see, but you can find Boldore in this area. Alright, the next Pokemon is hopefully the other Steel type. I'll run into it. We'll see. And actually, believe it or not, we have a new member of our team that is actually here as well, so hopefully we'll run into them. Okay. Alright, let's see. Who do we got? We have our next team member, Joltik. So we might as well go over Joltik. Joltik is electric and bug. Joltik is a very, very underrated Pokemon. I love Joltik. It is adorable looking, it is also cool looking, and its stats complement how cool it really looks. It's a great special attacker, it's really fast. Really, I mean, its defenses aren't terrible, surprisingly. I mean, it's really just not a bad Pokemon. I can totally recommend this Pokemon to you, and the best part is, it's really the first really good, you know, electric special attacker, which I like a lot. So yeah, no, I can totally recommend this Pokemon to you, hence why I'm, you know, picking up this Pokemon. Very nice. This thing is literally 4 inches long, and it weighs 1 pound. Anyway, it says, Joltik that live in cities have learned a technique for sucking electricity from the outlets in houses. Give a nickname to the caught Joltik. Now, you know, I was thinking about it, and I don't really know what to name Joltik, so I'm actually going to leave it up to you guys. I'm obviously going to fly to the name raider and do it at some point. So I am going to give Joltik a name, but I want to hear what you guys want to name it. I'd like to cast a vote. You know, you guys tell me what you want. I swear if this Joltik has adamant nature, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay. That's good. Gentle is fine. That's absolutely fine. That's good. I'm satisfied. Okay. You guys don't know. This was the Pokemon I was dreading. I was like, if this Pokemon has adamant or something where speed and special attack are going down, I was literally gonna lose it. Alright, it does have Unnerve. To me, personally, something I actually want to say about Joltik real quick is that you can make this Pokemon really powerful with, sometimes some Joltik have Compound Eyes, which boost accuracy. So when you get the TM Thunder and you give it on a Galvantula that has Compound Eyes, Thunder, like, rarely misses. It's, like, really good. So I thought I'd mention that. You know, that's a really good combo for people who pick up Galvantula. You know, and of course it has Compound Eyes. But mine has Unnerve, which isn't terrible. So, and again, I don't, you know, I'm not going for the super ultimate elite Pokemon. So, I might as well go over the other 2 Pokemon because I'm assuming I'm not gonna find. Okay, well I might as well go over Ferroseed since he's here. She's here. Ferroseed is a grass-type steel Pokemon. Really cool typing. Very weak to fire, but this Pokemon is a very good Pokemon. It's very underrated. I used Ferrothorn when I first started this game, and it never disappointed me. Ferroseed is weak, but once you get Ferrothorn, you're pretty much in the clear, because Ferrothorn can take multiple hits, and it learns a move called Power Whip, which is a fantastic physical grass-type move. The best part is, if you give this Pokemon Ingrain, and you give it, you know, like, leftovers to hold, this Pokemon literally just keeps getting HP, and just, it's like, this Pokemon is, like, never defeated. It's just such a good Pokemon. Again, I feel like it's very underrated. It's, again, once it becomes Ferrothorn, it's just it's a powerhouse. This thing's really good. Really slow, but really powerful. Can definitely recommend this Pokemon for you. Here is, honestly, again, this is like one of the last grass types that we're going to find. So, if you're still looking for one, I could totally recommend you pick this one up. It's really good. Anyway, We got into a battle. And then, actually, I suppose while going over this battle, because I think you guys can hear, my voice is getting raspy, and it's 1:30 in the morning, so I gotta go to bed soon. The last new Pokemon that you can find in this area is Tynamo. Tynamo is a pure electric-type Pokemon. This Pokemon is really good. I personally don't like its stats, but it has no real weaknesses. It has the ability to levitate, so it's not affected by ground-type moves, which means nothing has a super effective advantage over it. I can totally recommend this Pokemon to you if you're looking for a good electric type. In case you didn't like Zebstrika, Imalga, or Joltik. It's very interesting because it's a mixed attacker, but it's slow, whereas most electric types are very quick. It's a very different type of electric type in that aspect, where it's slow. But it's a good Pokemon. It's not bad. Its move pool is actually pretty good, too. I know it can learn Dragon Claw, which is really, odd, but, again, good Pokemon. I can recommend it. Oh, Clink, no one will ever realize how awesome you really are. Yeah, Clink really isn't... It's not a bad Pokemon, but it's not something that you would... I mean, if you're looking for a good Steel type, I would recommend skipping out on this Pokemon, but... because to me there are better Steel types. But I don't know, I think Clink Clang looks so cool, and I think it just sounds cool, and its stats aren't terrible. Anyway, yeah, my voice is getting a little... stringy or strandy. It's kind of, I'm like, I really gotta get to bed. So, I'm gonna end the video off here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please don't forget, I need a name for Joltik, so give me some, throw me something, anything, I don't care. Again, as long as I'm going to see it, so, just throw me something, and I'll... again, I'll take a vote on it, and I'll see which one I like the best. Make it funny, but try to make it, something that's also good with a, a spider type of thing. So again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next episode, we are going to be continuing through Chargestone Cave. I will see you guys next time.